Good morning. Captain Troy.
Captain Troy, he's got all his gear here. He's ready to rock.
Ready to go find some treasure today. Let's go do this thing, because, you know, it's out there waiting for us. That's it. There we go. Have a good one.
This is another episode of Bob's Treasures. Now this particular treasure has 6 spots, and this, I can't tell you the exact location, but it's actually near Sanibel Island and Fort Myers Beach. That's all I can tell you. So in these 6 spots, we believe that there's actually silver bars stashed in each one of these locations, 10 pounds per location. So we don't know if it actually belongs to Gasparilla. He says that these maps came from Gasparilla, Juan Gomez. But we believe it also could have been Julian Perez. So one of the two, until we actually pull any of this stuff out and see who it belongs to, where the silver came from, then we could determine by hopefully the timeline who it belonged to. That's why when I saw the map, the location is, because we've heard of treasures being out here, but we just didn't know where. And you can't go looking for all this. I mean, where are you going to go? You know, unless you have some kind of sense of direction of, you know, where it might be. But Bob happened to have a treasure map that actually has 6 locations here.
These are excellent possibilities. Red is gold, blue is silver. That. And so
That's good. So, I mean, considering we did hit the one at the Everglades,
Trim it up.
one of
trim it
these got to be there.
Yep. They didn't put it in there. That wasn't there when they put it there. That grew because of it. This grew,
And there's
the
another
mangroves
one.
grew on
There's another
top
one.
of the
Look,
treasures.
There's another one right there at the peak.
Yeah,
And if you can pull up as close as you
there's
can.
the path. There's the trail. No joke. Don't try this at home, folks. You'll be bloody, and you'll have the disease.
Gold
Bad.
fever.
Yeah. It's the gold bar disease. Wow. This is exactly what I'm talking about. I told you, man. I know. I already know. It's up in there. It's all the way up in there. There's the path. Right there. There's the tunnel. Look, that was probably open 150 years ago, and it was a little.
Oh, how close can you get us up in there to where I can grab a hold of something?
Bow right up into there. It's like enough already. Can we get the hell out of here? The no-see-ums are eating me alive.
It's all underwater, man.
Yeah, it's in the water.
I told him that too. I said it's all gonna be in the water.
All right, let me get on my map. I gotta reposition myself on the map to see exactly.
These mangroves
Yes, sir.
right here are this mangrove tree right here.
Okay, it literally shows it right at the tip right here.
Right there.
I
at
mean,
that tip.
literally right on the tip. Hold on, let me bring the other map back up.
Not 100 years old. That's 100 years old in there. Where the hell are my combat boots when I need them?
It's night setting. See these?
Yeah, it's right at the tip. Man, that one's got to be sitting right there in the water. There's no way that this has always been there. There's no way that this hasn't been there. If
This
anything,
has grown and
I'm
grown
telling
out
you,
and
dude,
grown
this
out.
shit. Okay, but if you look, there's water all underneath here.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so that means these mangroves have always been here. If they would have put it, they would have put it right at the tip, which is that's your point of what do you call it? Your, you know what I'm trying to say.
X marks the spot.
Not well, X marks the spot, but it's your point of interest, I guess.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. That's letting you
That's how
know,
you would know.
at the point of it
Yeah.
is where it's at. I'm telling you, it's right there at the point of this thing.
So there was a guy, Julian Perez, 1800s. He was noted as a smuggler over here in the south of Sanibel. And they were trying to capture him, and they could never catch him. So all these stories over here in Sanibel are probably related to the Julian Perez, the smuggler. So maybe this is his stuff. I don't
This has
know,
always been.
but we'll see.
It's not always been here.
No,
That's
I'm
100
looking
years
at
worth
it,
of growth.
man.
That's 100 years worth of growth. Okay.
Okay,
You want to get right up
That
there?
main part of the tree.
Yeah, it's
you
right
see
in
what
front.
happens is that tree grows right there, and then grows and grows and grows. So yeah, this is all new,
All I'm saying is, I would check
and it just keeps growing
check
out.
the point of the water right here. Just drop the. You don't drop the thing with the where you can drop it, the waterproof one.
Yeah.
Yeah, drop it right here and it's right here. Paul, if you can get close enough, I'll grab a hold of it.
All right.
I'm telling you, it's not on land. There's no land here.
No, but it's not on land. It's grown under the roots of the mangrove. It's in the mangrove has grown over it.
I bet you in the winter, it's
But on
in
this
the
map,
winter, it's
where you-
probably out of the water.
Yeah, it's probably
You
drier.
know, because there's way less water in the winter.
It's right in there.
Mangroves are not 100 years old. You know how fast these things grow?
Okay, but where he put the mark, he put it there in the current map. It's in the current map. No, wait.
It's in there because yes, it's not right here.
Will you please just
The mangroves
me.
have grown. This
on the
was
map? It
100
shows it on the tip.
It's fine. It can show it on the tip. The tip is over there.
No, it's not.
150 years ago it was.
No, it's not.
Yes,
check both. You two arguing about
right underneath the mangrove.
Well, will you check here? It's
in there.
yours, please. Just do. Can you listen to me?
Yeah, I'm gonna get in the water.
You're gonna get in the water. I was just gonna stand by you, just dropping it down. If we go off the map that he's given us, maybe at one time this could have been a little sandbar here, but the water obviously has receded higher. So now, you know, between the storms, the hurricanes, it's washed it out because there's no way you can get in there. They would have never put it in there. And even 100 years ago, most of the stuff was still been. I mean, look, most of the stuff would have still been here. This really has. This is untouched. It hasn't been changed. So if anything, they would have stuck it in the water. It's probably right here at the tip of the water. It's a great point of interest that they could easily find it.
So you're saying no digging, right? They just used it
No,
as a
it's in the
marker
water,
and
yeah.
then dumped it.
Yeah, they don't. There's no way to dig. There's no land. There's no land. I don't know if you can see. There's no land. This hasn't changed. This is Florida, man. This is the way it's always been.
What's this device?
This is the wand. Aquapulse.
Called Aquapulse?
Aquapulse. AQ1B with a wand. Probe.
Okay. So it's like a metal detecting probe.
Yep. Try to make it as sensitive as I can.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm thinking. I got
I'm telling you, this shit's never easy. Never easy.
Booty.
booties. I got my booties, duh.
He's on the dream, all about the dream.
Surrender the booties.
Looking for booty in all the wrong places.
Dirty whiz.
There we go. Duh.
It's all about the booty.
I could just put my wetsuit on.
You can, David, just
Climb
have
up
to
in
say,
there.
like, all about the booty.
It's all about the booty.
All good.
He's making sure it's not in his...
Yeah, her phone, in his bag.
See how mucky it is in here. That's nice. It's really nice. Really nice and hard.
Hard pack.
Yep.
Where is that, Troy?
It's there on the side. The loop is just there laying on the floor.
Hey, here's your loot, man.
this is gonna be good for 4 feet. This is only good for.
Well, he said 3 to 5 feet. So. See this open little spot right here? I'm gonna spike that. Yeah. Naked and afraid. Or survivor. Dude.
Treasures here.
Where? Where? So right now we're probing
How do we get there?
to try and get a good signal if there's something here. I mean, on a map it shows it right here in the peak, and they could easily, obviously we were able to come in here, and for them to hide it in a nice little spot like this, it's doable, you know. We don't know if these mangroves
This
are really
was
here
the
or
edge
not.
of the. This was the edge.
Back then.
Yeah.
So we're switching over. He's putting his other one on. And you know what? I'm getting bit by mosquitoes.
Part of the dream.
Really need that pole.
Like this?
No. My long pole is broken.
You know, I'm gonna keep spiking and see if I hit anything with my spike. But this, I mean,
That's that weird sound right there. That's a distinctive tone of. Give me that probe.
here.
That's on max reject. You hear that weird tone?
Yeah.
Awful weird tone.
Troy's getting a hit right here, which is one of our X's on the map, one of our maps.
And I went good with the trail.
What are you getting, Troy?
I need a full course. I need something so I can take core samples. This is. It's hitting all over this area.
You getting a signal?
Yeah, I got a signal.
Wow. Okay, so that's the second confirmation on the maps. So we're proving that Bob's maps are legit. Like, this is the second expedition of Bob's maps, and we're getting signals both times. That's kind of what we're doing here. We're checking legitimacy of the maps, and so far so good. Got a professional treasure hunter right here, Troy. It's about as good as it gets right here. Professional scuba diver, treasure hunter.
I got solid signal here. No telling what, I mean, that's that same weird signal.
I mean, is
4
there?
feet deep, 4 or 5 feet deep,
Yeah.
but where?
So that would just be buried over time, right?
Yeah. Yeah. All right, that's what we want right there. I'm coming, I'm on my way that way. I have a solid signal here. And I have some different wood.
Wow.
This wood is like, well, I guess it could be red mangrove. It's red, it's red. And it gets hard right there. That's solid hard. I wonder if this is a ballast pile right here. All right, going that way. Turn this off. It might be on a spot right here where there's potentially a ballast under these mangroves, and there's dry land right there. But this is a point, a peninsula that probably has 150-year-old growth of mangroves on top of it, which basically is now become an island. So we're on the trail. I definitely have something hard here, and I definitely have some weird looking wood. It's a little different. Need to go up there with the metal detector to find the dry land. All right, stay tuned. Hey, be sure to share, like, and subscribe. YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. Silver bar.
It is, man.
Okay.
That's what you call a tarnished silver bar finger.
Nice. Lady finger,
Yeah, silver finger.
silver finger. Are we claiming this island?
Look, listen.
Where would they put it?
Dude, I'll walk back there. My thing is, they probably dropped it. Should have dropped it on top. There's no way they would have dug this.
No, this wasn't even here. This is growing on top of it. Put that probe down right there.
I'm ready to go to the next
Entertain
spot.
me. Entertain me.
Look, this one right, this spot right here.
Yeah.
And it just came from back there.
I know. Well, you're going back there.
I'm an well, they, yeah. I imagine it's
Like catfish?
Yeah, the ones that float are bottom here.
Yeah, no. There's sail cats I would eat,
Yeah.
but these ones have they're trashy and they're like
He's cute.
you don't get much of a fillet off them. You could probably eat them. I don't know.
Yeah, somebody would.
But I would eat the sail catfish. But I know some people that would eat those.
Yeah.
And if they're big enough. Like I said, if you deep fry it,
Anything's good.
deep fry and some hot sauce, it's a win.
That's what we were talking about. We saw a red fish right here after you left. It was
Did you?
orange and black, or red and black, orange and black.
Nice.
He was trying to catch it, but he caught the catfish.
It's all right. We're gonna see.
They're
It's
deep
right
in,
by
Go
your
over
feet.
that way. See
They're
if we
deep
can
in
get
there.
one near the mangroves.
Are they?
What's it like in there?
pretty tangled.
Hey,
But I could see that
What are your thoughts?
this would be
Tell
the
us.
spot. Like, I guess it's like jet point, point, like, you know what I mean?
Do you want me to get you on camera?
And
something
It-
they can remember.
as soon as you get like close to the mangroves, it turns to almost land. Like the land's just a couple inches down.
Huh.
So I could see that back in the day it was probably sandbar, you know?
A couple hundred years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that too.
He's getting hits. Troy's getting hits.
Wow.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, what's the chance?
It's
Like,
kind of weird
Yeah.
being out here. Yeah.
What
no
it's
would
on the
it
map.
be? What
It's
would
on
it
the
be?
map. It's like the X marks the spot, and we're getting hits. What's the chances of that? you know?
Right.
Yeah. It's getting to it.
He
It's
didn't put it along the line. He put it right at the edge.
That's on the map.
Yeah. You know what I mean? He put it right on the edge.
Where are
It's
we
not
right
in
now?
there where he's saying it is. It's got to be right out here.
Okay.
I still say it's right here in front of in the water.
Me too. Like
Troy, come here, man. You got to see this.
not even in the mangroves, right?
No, I think it's right out
Me
here
too.
up front.
think it's in the water.
Do you think they probably just dumped it right here on the
Dumped it
point?
right here, right at the tip. Guess what? You come to the tip, you know where it's at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
It's,
jump in. I guarantee you jump in. It's probably
There he is. He just went up again.
it's an obvious like landmark, right?
It is. It's an obvious landmark. It's right at the tip. If he wanted it deeper in, that dot would have been along the line
True, true.
with the rest of the shit. But he
Yeah.
put it out here.
They're all on the edge, right?
Yeah,
the
they're all
marks?
out here.
They had to have been dumped.
So they went around and just dump.
I'm going to show Troy that because that's the only thing that makes sense to me. It wouldn't be in there. It would be out here.
Yeah,
Because, I mean, if it is in here, it would be laying right on top.
yeah.
Easy to find. They might even laid one and then maybe hit the other ones. But that's why I shuffle my feet on the dirt because thinking maybe the leaves and the dirt or the sand from the storms could have, some dirt could have been on top of it. So I stuck my feet deep. There's none here. It'd be laying right on top. It would be something easy. If they didn't have metal detectors back then, they would have to
Yeah.
make it easy for them themselves to find. This is the peak. Jump in the water, look around in the water, and then you're gonna find it. Simple and easy. Simple and
I
easy.
do agree with that.
I just can't see it any other way.
I agree. But, oh,
Yeah, they would not gone through this stuff, especially, no, it doesn't make any sense. The way he's got it marked on here is on the edge. Or else he would have marked it up there. He
Put it
didn't.
all under there, then I know where all the trash is.
What's going on?
back out.
All right, come back, little Jim.
Now back.
Where are you going?
telling you.
Dude, your old age is catching up to you. Come back this way.
Detector is 8 feet behind me.
No, it's not.
Yes, look. I'm dragging
Come
it,
here, over here,
and
man.
it's turned all the way up.
Dude,
and
please,
it's
come over
ringing
here.
tones the whole way.
I want to prove you wrong. Can you come over here for a second?
Wrong what? That I'm not finding metal detection. Like right there. It's going off right here.
Okay, can you just check over here?
Look, I'm pulling it behind me.
Okay, pull it over here.
Okay. There's another hit right here. It's going off right there.
Right.
So you're telling me your X is. They had GPS
Okay.
exactly. X marks the spot from there to here.
Listen, pay attention.
150
Listen, can
years
you listen
ago.
to me one fucking second? Over here. So, what I'm trying to tell you is there has to be a point of interest, a landmark. Okay?
This landmark.
The landmark is the point. Where he put the dot wasn't in there. He put it out here, which is telling me this is your point of interest. And actually, you're standing right on top of the treasure.
And 150 years ago. That
Dude,
was right there. Exactly.
I don't know. I'm
That-
saying you have between the mangroves and here.
What I'm telling you is the entire way it's going off.
Okay, can you
All
just
of it.
check here? Underneath, matter of fact,
Not just
underneath
here.
this boat too.
Everywhere.
No, right here. Just please, just comb this area right here. Listen to me and you'll
Here,
find a treasure.
It's so strong, it's just, it goes off. What happens?
Okay,
when
how can it be going off here and there?
it's going off the whole way, everywhere.
Okay, then something's wrong with that thing.
There's nothing wrong with it. I'm dragging the loop on the bottom, and it is going off. Look.
Just
it's
go
not
like
going off
zig. Can you
now, is
please
it?
go like zigzag? I'm gonna push
It's
the
not
boat
going
away.
off up here, is it?
I'm telling you, it's
Going
probably.
off over here? Hold on. See, I just pulled it out of the water. It'll make me silly now.
If they only would listen to me, and
It's right under the boat. I got you.
it's not underneath the boat. You need to zig. Is that something you got there?
That's a sensitive I can make it that far away.
Like, zigzag back this way. I'm telling you, right here underneath this boat is perfect center with this tip right here.
Right here, underneath this boat. Right
Can we? Is there any way we can move this
It's
back?
exactly
a little bit?
X marks the spots underneath.
I want
this
him
boat.
to get underneath this boat. Hope he doesn't run out of breath before he goes on the other side. Oh, he's coming out to the other side. Yeah, catch him.
Oh.
Good thing you don't
It
smoke.
says the treasure's there.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's right there. Right under the boat.
It's screaming. It's not picking up the boat, right?
Screaming.
Wait, so you're saying the treasure
Would it be
underneath the
picking
boat?
up the boat?
It's that sensitive.
So is it picking up the boat? Maybe. It's screaming.
Dude, do I need to jump in there?
Yeah, start digging like a sand flea.
Okay, well, you told me
to
to.
dig 6 feet
Dude,
down. That shit's 6 feet down.
You sure it's down? It's here.
We can move the boat,
Yeah, I'll move the boat.
and we can go over the.
Yeah, but look, he's picking it up over there too.
Well, you think the treasure's just this big?
It can't
be
be.
a lot.
That thing's wrong,
They
dude.
had GPS exactly there.
I was gonna say, what's the radius if you get a point, if you get a hit and off of it, one hit
What?
off the radius?
What is this?
That's his anchor.
That's picking me up.
I don't have it.
That's picking up my ring. Okay.
That's not metal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Very much.
I know, that's why I did.
Turn it up just a little bit more so it picks up more.
Over here?
Oh wow, right there.
There's a lot of stuff here. A lot.
Or it could be trash from the storm.
Do you want to try spiking it?
And then one way to
Yeah,
find
put the
out.
spike
Right?
right there.
Oh, there it is.
No,
Oh, I'm sorry for dirtying up your boat, man.
I know, I was gonna
Kidding me?
say, we got like.
no, it's always dirty.
from
Always dirty.
I'm telling you, it's got to be lined up with this.
Fish poop and blood. So, we're good.
I'm telling you,
Down
it's
to the
lined
bottom,
up with
it
this
starts
line.
going off.
Cleaning boats.
Yeah.
Actually, it needs a.
This doesn't lie, and it's 4 feet down, and it doesn't. It's doing the same thing over there. There's nothing wrong with this.
Every now and then I just get down and dirty.
Is Aquafil
Everything by
still
hand.
in business?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah, in the UK, I had the first AQ1A, AB1Q, whatever the hell it was. The small one, the smaller unit they sent me. It didn't work. And I literally bought the first one, and I worked with their team to make them work proper. As soon as I got below 20 feet, it didn't work. Center, exactly where it is. Look, let me mark. What center? How many feet is that? 3 feet? 4 feet. What's your beam? 1. See? 4 feet. 4 feet to the center of the boat. There,
Yeah,
we're
just
there.
give us a little shove and yeah.
That's it. We're
Yeah,
right at the
I'll
center.
See? Thing that they might have just dumped it right here at the peak in the water. We got some signal here, but with all this trash from the hurricane, it could be anything from aluminum cans to soffits.
Was that an elephant?
Is that an elephant?
Sound of it.
Right?
Hey, can you go a little bit closer in there? Right there. I'd move to another.
Well, this is right where the signal was. Nothing.
try different
That
stuff.
signal could have been a fishing weight. But, I mean, it sounded different. It sounded deep, and then there's signals all around here. Everywhere. Local coins sound different than an oyster. Silver bar is going to sound different than an oyster.
I sure hope so.
That's solid. Any more?
Go around it. Go around it. You might have went beside it. You don't know. It never gets easier, man. I'm telling you. This is one of the hardest jobs, dirty jobs, to do. Great job, Troy.
Yeah. One more time. Oh, I can hop right up here.
I'm gonna get ready for the next one. Find the next one.
Next spot.
Yeah. And it's right here in the water.
Told you.
I love how he was here 150, 200 years ago. He was here. He knows this wasn't.
Listen, I was reincarnated. This is probably my treasure that I'm looking for.
You probably buried this pirate. I get blamed all the time.
Might just go up about